You cannot study for the SAT. Let me explain.
Hmm.
You can't
Can't
study for
study.
the SAT the same way you study for school because SAT is just a big puzzle game and all you're trying to do is match the puzzle pieces. When the blank is at the end like this,
I
instead
do
of
like that
reading the whole
analogy.
thing, you should just focus on the second half. Here it says self identify ethical consumer, which is the subject, towards purchasing a phone in their 20s, rated the phone's social and ecological effects much less positively than did participants in other age groups. So we have everything in here. The subject is again the ethical consumers. The verb is that they rated the phone's
I
social and
like how he's
ecological
writing.
less
I like how he's
positively, so
writing.
negatively, than any other in there. So I'm doing a comparison with the age. So if you look at the answer choices, I am zooming in, I'm zoning in and zooming in into the ethical consumers right there as my subject. So see, these two have my subject. I want to start with the proper subject so I can establish the right keyword sequence. Number two, it says in their 20s, so that's there too. What are they doing? They're
Zoning in on
not
the subject
positive,
and verb
okay?
is
So
a
they're
helpful
saying they
way
rated
to
not
focus on
positive,
what is
less
important
positively
in
about the
the SAT
phone
reading comprehension.
compared
It's going
to
to help
other
things
age groups. Do
stick
you
a
see
little
that?
bit easier as
Keyword number
opposed to
one, the
getting
subject is
lost
there,
in
the
all the
verb
extra
is
words
there too,
and the
right? So the
wordiness of
purchase,
some
so
of the
they're not
passages.
happy
So I really
compared to
love that.
other
And then
age
going
groups.
back into the
If
answer
you look at
choices
the
and looking
ethical
at
consumers in their
the
20s are more
subject and where
likely
they appear
than
inside the
ethical
answer
consumers in
choices
others. So that's
is
opposite,
great as
which is
well.
not true.
Although try
As
to avoid
such,
any
when you
hard and fast
locate
like
the
absolute
keywords, the
rules for the
puzzle
reading
pieces,
section, because
right? So
as soon as
A,
you feel
B,
like there's going to
C,
be one
you link them
specific
and you'll
clear
get the answer
rule,
that you want.
sometimes you may have to think about it a little bit more in context, especially at the more difficult level. Now, one thing about his video that you have to watch out that the SAT sometimes does is they'll flip the relationship and they will use opposite words, but in a completely opposite way. So, for example, instead of saying that they rated it less likely or less positively, they would say maybe more negatively. One thing that I've noticed that they like to do. But I do love that he's focusing on the subject and the verb. Make sure that you're making proper links to the answer choices and what's inside the passage.